We got recording in progress.
Oh, yes.
Now
Here
you
we
froze.
go. Episode 6. Oh, can you
Oh,
see me?
now I can
Here
see you
I
now.
am.
Because you froze for a second.
Okay. Well, I had to answer the question if I allowed you to record me.
Oh, that's yeah.
And I allow. I
You
allow.
allow?
Yeah,
You
I
put
allow.
this in
All
two
right, we
minutes.
ready to do this?
I think
We
we're
ready to
started.
do this?
I think we're officially
Episode
started.
6 already started.
Woo!
Ready to go.
Don't
Ooh, how you like
pass
me now?
go.
Yeah, we changed the name, eh? How
Don't
about
pass
it?
go.
Don't
Yeah,
pass go.
I got crud all over my computer.
That's right. My computer. You would probably think I'm in the middle of the woods right now, but I'm not.
Oh, by your background, I mean, I could definitely thought that you were in the Pacific Northwest, but
Ah,
apparently
I,
it's not the Pacific Northwest. It's Montana.
it is Montana. It's
As in the Joe Montana was a quarterback.
it's something creek. I forget, Copper
Shits,
Creek or something. The trail was called.
shits,
It was
shits
it
creek.
was pretty cool. It was a uh great hike. I took with a buddy of mine, Greg Julik, about 2020 actually. So 3 years ago, over 3.5 years ago now. It was right when COVID hit. So yeah, it was a fun time. But yeah, that's why I'm in the bedroom. I don't have the office set up yet for this these meetings,
Well,
these podcasts.
the cast. Well,
Yeah,
I'm in a nice hotel room, as you could probably see. This is the bed I don't use.
very.
That's the bed I don't use. That's the bed I use. Right? We're not going to talk about that bed over there. That's where all the magic happens. So
Yeah, yeah. So you made it to New
I probably
York.
shouldn't scratch my nuts like that. Like yeah. I didn't got
Oh
the
wow,
cover. I didn't got the cover like we do at the Tiki Studio.
no, at the Tiki's.
This is
Wow,
really
that's
intrusive almost
wow.
of my bad habit.
It's intruding something. So yeah, so we got you on the road. I'm playing like kind of man down, injured a little bit here.
Injured?
I
Why are you
wasn't.
injured?
Oh, I'm not injured. I'm just, I wasn't. Didn't get everything set up the way I wanted to
Oh,
for
yeah.
this episode. So
It's probably gonna look like
it's a
shit. It's gonna be great for both of
it,
us.
well, yeah. I mean, it's a
I
learning
mean,
experience. Yeah, you have a nice view out the window there. So
of the rain. I was gonna go to hike
yeah,
today. Yeah, so much for that.
for you.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, that was the plan. I was gonna go hike little it's called Breakneck Mountain. I was gonna go
Yeah.
around there, break my neck apparently, but
At least it's not broke back mountain.
that's just for you, baby. Broke back
Yeah.
just for you.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, but
I finally
we
get
got
it's my first day off here, and yeah, of course I got the rain. Uh, but yeah, as far as being
that's we
here,
have
sorry, as far as being here, I was just gonna say like work's been easy so far, kind of. We so we've been here. We worked for 3 days, and we have 3 of 53 done, so 50 to go.
nice.
It's not going fast.
Does it feel like it's a never-ending job already?
Well, considering we got to be done, have to be done in a couple days, or like we have all next week, 4 days, which that's a work week, 4 days, 4 tens, what we're working. And then the following week, we're only supposed to work 1 day the following week. And I don't think that's going to turn out for us too well. I think we're going to work because of Labor Day. I think we're going to work 3 days that week, and hopefully I get
Yeah,
home before that weekend. But we'll
nice.
see. Only 50 to go.
Yeah,
It's not going smooth.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That makes a job suck.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Uh,
I'm still making monies. Monies is good. Don't feel
yeah,
bad.
good, good. Even if you're sitting in the hotel room.
Yeah,
So
I wish I was working now. Making money is not sitting here. I mean, I love talking to
yeah,
you. Don't get me wrong. Is that curly tail you got there?
this. Oh yeah, no, it's Isper. Isper.
Hmm.
Come on now, get in the camera. I don't know. It looks like
It,
it's in the
it,
woods right now.
it
It's
was
not
for a
working.
second. Bring it closer to
Oh,
your face.
it,
Bring closer to your
ooh,
face. There you go.
Hey, how
Ah,
you like me? Esper. Yeah, but
is that how you really say it? Inspir? Isper.
Esperere, Espera,
Inspire. Inspire.
Esperere. It's inspiring in Italian, in Latin.
Oh.
So whatever.
Which Italian
Um,
or Latin, you said? Latin? Yeah, that's
I
not
think
a
it's in Latin. It might be Italian.
that's not a real language anymore, as far as I'm concerned.
Latin isn't.
I mean, it exists, but not really. No one
What
uses
about
it.
Pig Latin?
Hmm, extinct.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know if that checks out, but I'll give it to you.
I mean, you can't go anywhere and speak it to anyone, so I don't understand the point of it.
The Catholic churches still use it.
Hmm. They also touch boys, so that's where the credibility is.
That does check out.
Yeah, I'm a little bit buzzed up still from last night, so from this,
There you go.
I might get a
Makes it
little.
makes it interesting.
That's why I'm drinking my AG1. Bring me down from
Get
all
get
my
you
hangover.
regulated, get you set up
Get me
for the
regular
day to
again.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't talked in all this week really.
No.
Had some things had some things you started work back up, had some which not in the same matter zip code even. So
No.
it's like, then didn't really communicate all that much. So this is
No.
like a
Busy.
catch
You're
up
busy.
for
Yeah.
both of us. I mean, there's been some news in the world. You have well, you had like the debates and stuff that we'll touch here in a little while
Yeah.
come up. Sports wise, preseason's pretty much over for NFL.
That is, but like them
Big,
Steelers look good, baby.
they do look good, even against the number twos of Atlanta last night. I mean, it
All
just
right.
shows you the number
Hey,
twos of Atlanta are bad.
hey. Kenny Pickett had. I mean, since he's led drives, I'm just saying. I think he's 4 for 4, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. I mean,
I think it's actually 5 for 5. If I
5 drives, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I saw that on
One
the old Twitter on the
5 for 5.
Twitter. Yeah, he's 5 for 5.
Yeah, I'm
For scores. I think the one ended in a field goal, but
okay.
um,
I'll take it. Points
they
is
got
points.
points is points. He got points on every drive he had this preseason. So, and his accuracy looks sharp.
Hundred
Like,
percent, 100% yesterday, and 2 sick catches.
yeah.
Or two
Well,
two sick throws. 2 sick throws. One pretty sick catch. One
yeah.
the other catch was like right on the button. So
But
with
like
the
Pick,
Johnson there,
but Johnson looks good this preseason too, and George
love it.
Pickens looks like him. He looks like the dog. Like, I can't believe people passed him up. Like, we got him in the second round.
Yeah, he's a
Unbelievable.
he's a really skinny Calvin Johnson. That's what he looks like
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, it really does. You're right. That's a good comparison.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean Megatron's a massive person, but like
yeah,
uh, Pickens just being he looks like a scrawny little shit, but he fucking runs out there like a gazelle, man.
hmm super fast, super lanky.
Athletic.
I
He's
mean,
not,
yeah,
he can like
and his
turn
yeah,
his
you're
body
right.
like just and catch a ball like and his hands are like glue. Like it's
If it's within his arm length,
he's
he's catching that bad boy.
yeah, kid. Looks good. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It makes me excited. I mean, I think we have probably top three receiving core right now
I like how
in the league.
everyone in the league just wants to sleep on the Steelers right now. No one's talking about us, but
I'm watching some of the morning shows like NFL AM or whatever it's called, Good Morning NFL, whatever the fuck it's called there on NFL
it's a
Network.
nationwide show or is it it's a
Yeah,
nationwide
it's on NFL Network. They talked about the Steelers a couple times this week. Actually,
oh
they're
yeah.
giving them praise. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
giving them praise, saying that they're not giving them Super Bowl,
No. Yeah.
praise,
I
but
don't think we're there yet, but
they're giving them, their due diligence and saying that they're going to compete for the
division.
division, and if not, at least wild card playoff. And I think that's about fair. You know,
I could see 3 teams from this division making the playoffs.
oh yeah. I mean, it's a question mark of what Lamar Jackson comes back and is able to do. You
right?
know,
That's what.
that's I think that's a big question mark with Baltimore, right? Like, does he do it? Does he come back from this injuries and stuff and be able to do what he was doing prior? And does Burrow get hit one wrong way and does he go down for the season?
Right.
You know, so
Everyone wants to
it's
count out the Brown the Browns. I know it's hard to talk about them, but
yeah,
they uh they got a pretty sick defense. I'll be
yeah.
honest.
They got a sick defense. They're this and they have a
Deshaun Watson, everyone. I can't
they
get
have
on
a
that. I can't get on that yet.
comparable QB. So
We're
it's
yet to be
it's
we're
gonna be
yet to
tough.
be seen. Just stay out of the rub and tugs, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, I guess. You know,
Cleveland rub and tugs right now are just running rampant.
business is booming up there. Business is booming.
Booming. I want Deshaun.
But if like
Good for him.
if you see him walk in, do you like even let him go, or do you say sorry, we're closing up?
I
We
think
don't want this.
I think gotta let him go. Just let him
We don't want this heat.
I mean, I don't think any of the massage parlors are in heat. They're just making a buck.
Yeah, well, they are making some money,
So I mean,
but
but I guess if you don't want it and he's forcing it, I guess that's. Or do you think they're just like, he's rich and he only gave it $100? I think we're gonna go after him. And then like
yeah,
26
he
other people
didn't
also did the same thing.
he didn't tip for shit. No,
Right.
I believe it's more than that. I think there's the accusations are probably true. He
Real?
was forcing himself, yeah, more than anything. 26 people to get 26 people
A
to
lot.
be on the same page of anything is
That's
hard to
true.
do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that in our friend group, just trying to get four people
God,
to pick somewhere to go eat, it's like
terrible.
pulling
Exhausting.
teeth. So yeah,
Exhausting.
so it's so it's I think 26 people saying that, I think it's probably pretty true. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
I mean, you drive a good point there. I mean, but yeah,
So
if if I was going to that type of establishment and I wanted that kind of thing, I guess I just try to be a little bit more discreet, a
yeah,
little bit more like
yeah.
on their terms, not really your terms.
Well, I would be over generous, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already going there and you're that kind of money,
Yeah.
just tip the
Obviously,
extra, just tip the extra $20, man.
throw five bones down. Throw five C notes down.
Just come on,
Just walk out. Be polite.
that's all you gotta do.
If they say no, don't do it.
I actually
I
kind of,
mean, it's
I feel like it's kind of fitting for the Browns to have him as a quarterback, a good scumbag.
oh yeah, for a scumbag organization.
Yeah,
He could
right,
be their new mascot instead of that little scary little elf looking thing.
right. Oh, that's a good point. We got this
Put his
Sean.
put his face at the 50-yard line, just right there. Hey. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's crazy. Did you listen to any good podcasts on your way up on your road trip, or any good
Yeah, I did a little
ebooks?
Rogan. Did a little Rogan. Did a
Yeah,
little. Yeah. Nah. Tell you what, man. 6 hours to get here.
yeah,
Goes quick. I feel like 6 hours
yeah.
driving ain't bad for me.
It
It's about
really
all.
isn't. Like, I
I did a
I, I
lot.
don't even notice it.
Nah, like put on. I think I only put one podcast on, and I stopped and got gas. After I got gas, I put music on. And that was it. And then I was here, pretty much. So
Yeah, yeah. It's kind
six
of like
hours.
yeah.
I zoned out
I,
for most of it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, there was a lot of times like
what,
after 20 minutes of
when,
driving, like where the fuck did I just come from? You know what I mean? How the hell did I get here?
especially if you took like I-80 the whole way across the state of Pennsylvania, is just like that's a boring road.
Yeah, most of it. Most of it. 80 to 84 to 80. No, sorry. Let me rephrase. 80 to
81.
81 to 84. Yes.
Yeah,
And I'm right off
let's say.
84. So
Nice, nice.
that's not it right there, but it's close.
No, that's a parking lot. It looks like.
Yeah.
And this is the forest. Oh, Montana.
Montana.
But,
Mon-
but anywho,
he
so
wouldn't
yeah,
say that.
like football, Joe Montana. No, football preseason winding down. It's exciting. It's exciting, baseball playoffs, not for the Pirates, but baseball playoffs in general
Oh,
are warming up. That's getting exciting watching some of these national games,
yeah.
these teams that actually win.
You're
It's
right.
fun to watch. It's starting to make me
A
a little
line is
excited.
starting to. You
Yeah,
can see the
yeah,
matchups coming. Put it that
yeah.
way.
And I've been watching some more national games this week. It's getting pretty good. But then
Tough break for the
also,
Angels, though, huh?
oh yeah, a tough break for a Shawnee. I mean, that's probably $200-300 million
Dude, that dude had
damage to
biggest
his
contract.
future contract.
That dude had the biggest contract in the world coming to him. The biggest
Oh
sports
yeah,
contract possibly to ever happen.
solid half billion
I don't see how it'd be
easily.
any less. I really don't.
And he goes from that to probably making a fraction of that now.
Yeah, probably 20%.
And if I was him, to be
Just as a
smart,
batter.
like I would take I'd take a discount. I go somewhere for a year at like 30 mil and say, hey,
You can't pitch
I'll
for
come to you,
18
play you for
months.
a year, show you what I got, and then I want that big contract. I'm right back in. But because you don't know what you're going to get. So a
It's gonna
team
be a
taking a
year and a
flyer at
half.
30 mil.
Year and a
If
half
you
till you
take
can
the
pitch.
yeah, and you take that flyer of a 30 mil for even at 40 mil, a flyer out on at 40 mil, and let's say he
For one
doesn't
year.
do all that well. Yeah, 1 year. Let's say he doesn't do well for you. Okay, he doesn't do well for you pitching wise. He's still gonna probably hit for you pretty well.
Right.
Um, you know, and then but let's say he's lights out like he was doing this year for 40 mil. That's a freaking steal. That's a
Yeah.
steal. Dude's the greatest baseball player
I was gonna say, yeah,
I would say in my lifetime.
absolutely. I don't think there's any question. I think he's proven as a pitcher and a batter, and I don't know how else you could even. He's like, what's that little baseball game? The cartoon kids, backyard baseball. That's
Backyard baseball, yeah.
yeah, that was called. Remember the one guy that
Yeah.
could just do it all? He was an awesome pitcher, awesome batter. He was that
Yeah.
little midget dude,
Yep.
that little shit. I forget his name. You know what I'm talking about?
I
He had the hat.
Yeah, I know the game. I know I've played it like maybe 4 or 5 times, but yeah, it
Yeah.
was on. Was it on Wii? Is that the one you're talking about? It's on Wii.
No, no, it was an old computer game. I remember playing at freaking Lisa
Oh,
Sala's house
then
with
no,
Roller Coaster Tycoon. Remember
never
Roller
mind.
Coaster Tycoon? Yeah,
Oh, yeah, right up there with
solid
Sims.
game. Yeah. Big
Yeah,
into both.
the
They were the
computer
best.
games kind of quit whenever I lost at the Oregon Trail in 5th grade, and I was
Right.
like, you know what? I'm not out of computer games. I'll just go play video games. Like the computer games were, you know,
They were great.
I I would like to see the kids today try to play like the Oregon Trail and see how far they would get.
They're dead of dysentery. 100%.
Oh, guaranteed they won't make it past the Missouri River.
No way. Nope. They be posting selfies.
Have you ever beat the game?
I
I've
never made
never
it.
beat the game.
I never made it.
Never. No, I don't even think I was close.
I died of dysentery a lot.
Yeah.
Big dysentery guy.
Yeah. So that's a that's a question we should have the viewers, you know, leave a comment, in the comment section.
Have you ever beaten the
If
Oregon
you have,
Trail?
yeah, that's what I want to know. That's the big thing for me. I would
Is
love
it
to
possible?
hear. I don't know because I never beat it. So like, who knows? Did anyone beat it? Also, anybody that comes into our follows our little podcast here, watches us. I just want to let you know. Thanks for watching. Well, our viewership is awesome, but can you hit the subscribe button maybe in the how the YouTubers say, hit
It
that
just takes
subscribe button down
one
there.
little hit here at the
Yeah, one
subscribe
little
button.
click. Yeah, help us
That's it.
out. I'd like to get by the end of the year 100 subscribers. That's my goal, at least 100. I think that'd be pretty cool. So
Okay.
yeah, if you guys could hit that, please help us out. I don't know what it does for us, but it would make me feel better.
Just feel good about it. That's all. Just
Yeah,
feel good.
yeah, Yeah.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
but yeah, I please also comments. I would love to hear if you ever beat the Oregon Trail. That's a poll we should throw up on the old Instagram.
Should.
Have you ever beat the Oregon Trail, or did it beat you? But yeah. So, but yeah, yeah. So we had that going this week. Did you watch any of the? Oh golly,
Debates?
what? No, huh?
Oh, I thought
The
you were talking about
debates, yes,
debates.
but no. I was going to say, Shauna,
What?
Star Wars,
Oh, Osaka.
Shauna,
Oh.
Ahsoka,
Ahsoka. That one,
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Nope.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. No. All right, then I don't want to talk about it.
Tell me
But
about it.
I did. I don't want to talk about
Give
it
me like
because
a
if you,
yes or no. Was it worth it? Am I gonna watch it?
oh yeah, definitely worth it. It's up there. I put it up there with everything else.
Okay.
Mando,
Mando up there with Mando.
Bubba, yeah, Andor.
Oh,
It's good.
all
It's
right.
good.
If it's up there with
It,
Mando, so, I mean,
I
you're
will
putting on a
say this
big old
though.
pedestal.
I will say this though. Didn't I mean they hit it. They kind of pull it together for people that didn't finish Clone Wars.
Okay.
I did not, and I've been going back this week to rewatch Clone Wars, starting from season 3 on,
Okay.
because
I just
they
finished
make
season
some
4 like 2 days ago. So
they make some references, and I was like, "Ooh, I like to." Don't know what that means really.
I'm
I feel like that's in the show.
I feel like you
So
just made my decision, so I'm not gonna watch that for until I'm done with the Clone Wars. I have 45
yeah,
episodes left of the Clone Wars, season 5, 6, and
yeah.
7. So I got season 5 has 22 episodes. I added up. It's 45 episodes. That's what I got left. Season
Well,
6
that's
is like 13.
I
And,
thought I was further along than myself. Like I thought I was,
right.
pretty much through all the whole Clone Wars, and then I got back in the old Disney Plus app there, and I clicked to play, and they're like
Oh wait, there's three
season
more.
season 4, episode 3, and I'm like, holy shit. I
Right.
got a long ways to go.
You're
There's
halfway.
22 episodes. Yeah,
You're
basically.
halfway at that point.
Basically. Yeah, basically. So I'm trying to get that all finished up before, and then I'm gonna go watch the first 2 episodes again. So that way maybe I can,
Get all the references.
focus on it.
Kind
Yeah.
of one of those people too. Like I didn't. It was the same thing for Marvel. Like I didn't watch. And what was it? Infinity War or Endgame? Endgame or
Yeah.
whatever one came first. I can't remember. But I didn't watch those until I watched every single Marvel movie before that. I just want to tell you right now, there's like 27 movies before those. there's, I want to say it was
Yeah.
the beginning of COVID. So like, what's that? 2020, I guess. Like a little bit
Seems like
before
years
COVID.
ago.
Yeah.
It seems like years ago.
Well, that's when
Really
I
does.
started. It was like, I started watching them, and then I know I was. It took a while, but I
Yeah.
finally got to the point where I'm caught up. I'm probably a little bit behind now because they're just producing trash movies now. But like, as long as I got to the end point of Infinity War and Endgame, it was worth it. It was that whole series up to that point was excellent. All the Marvels.
You know that I'm not a Marvel guy, so like, or no, I'm not a Marvel guy. Don't come at me. Don't people,
Dude,
please, in the
they'll
chat.
fight you.
Don't be trying to,
Please do. Please come at them.
slash my
Please just
tires.
leave a
I
comment and just come at them.
I just I don't. Yeah, please just leave a comment. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of the action hero movies, even if DC or Marvel. It's just I watch them. I enjoy them for what they are, but like the whole universe, the comic book universe, and everything like that, I just never really got into it. And I love me a Batman. I love me, Iron Man. I love me those movies
You don't
as the
discriminate from
movie
the beginning.
itself.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't. I love all the movies. I watch Civil War and stuff like that, but I like it as just the movie. Like, and I am lost with a lot of
Right.
the backstories and little side stories and stuff. But like,
Yeah, you're missing a
they
lot with
do a
those.
pretty good job with those types of movies. I will say in the
Mhm.
last, well, since like since the Iron Man movie.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to catch every
Uh,
reference, but you can understand the story.
yeah, you can understand the story well enough, and that's that's where I'm at with those types of movies. I'm not a nerd on that side of stuff. I am a nerd when it comes to like Star Wars. I've gotten into Star Wars a lot more over the last, I'd say, 8 to 10 years, and it's really brought me enough joy that now I every time there's a mention of something going on with Star Wars, I'm like, oh, I gotta try that. Gotta
Right.
try that. Go watch that. Whatever it may be. But
Yeah, you became a
yeah,
nerd level like me.
yeah. Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
That all
So,
being
but
said,
yeah,
I never been down that thing of Disney. I want to go there, but I don't,
yeah. You never been to Disney. See, like I'm a big. My family's big, huge Disney, huge,
I never been to Disney
huge.
in my life. Never been
We've.
once.
I've been 3 times in my life. My
Would
sisters, I think Emily's been there 5, 6. Zoe's been there 4 or 5.
But have you been to Star
Um,
Wars since then? That
no, 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 no. I haven't been to Disney since 2000 and November of 2004. So it's been a minute, almost 20 years. But I mean, we used to go every 5 years as a family whenever we were in school. Um, we would go for 2 weeks. Just
2 weeks.
it was yeah, we go 2 weeks.
Your family's fucking rich, dude. Oh shit.
No, that's why we went every 5 years. You had to save up, like, you know,
2 weeks.
basically
Shit.
2 weeks. Yeah, it was fun. It was just like, you became like
A regular for those
a
2 weeks.
citizen. You were like a citizen of Disney for
I guess so. Shit. two
yeah,
weeks.
move your address there and stuff. I mean, there's some states where if you're there for a day,
A
you
month.
can become citizen. I think like South Dakota, like if you're there one night, you can change you can become legally a South Dakotaian. I don't know if they're South Dakotaians, what they are, but
That sounded right.
yeah.
I know that what you just said is fact, but it takes a month, and I'd say a lot of states because uh, I got to pay like taxes for a hotel room, like for I got to pay taxes for like out of state taxes. But
Mhm.
if I'm there for a month, sorry, I'm choking. Let me. I don't want that anyway.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
don't want that anyway.
you got a little refrigerator in there, do you?
Yeah, and don't worry,
What's that?
I'm not drinking alcohol here. It's a
It's a Holiday Inn. Is it a Holiday Inn you're staying at? Does it
fuck
make you
no,
feel like a doctor?
fuck no. Ain't no Holiday Inn. I wish it was. It's some cheap ass hotel. Anyways, where's I going with that? I forget what I was talking about before I started choking.
Out of state taxes on hotels.
Yeah. So like
Mhm.
I know Kansas is one of them for instance, and it's a long job, but I gotta pay state taxes on my hotel. But after 30 days
Yeah.
I get all of those back. So like they refund me once I hit the 30-day mark.
Well, that's nice. That's like a present at the end. Get a
Yeah,
little
it's
present
almost
there.
like a couple free nights,
Yeah.
basically more or
That's,
less. I mean,
hey, it helps you out,
yeah, I mean it's not a
whatever.
ton. I mean it's like maybe $10 a day, but over 30 days, talking about
300 bones. That
yeah,
helps out.
yeah, fuck yeah. I'll take $300. Fuck it. For nothing. Just
You
staying
know, you
there.
don't usually, you don't, we don't win a lot with the government and the taxes. So like when you can win just even that, a win's
Yeah,
a win.
that's right.
A
No doubt.
win is a win. So, but yeah, so you want to go into our second installment of tits?
Tits. Yeah, I love tits.
And tits this week. Tits topics with intrusive thoughts. Tits is serious topics that we try to hit every week.
Topics, little
Don't
W
put the
win,
W up.
intrusive
Intrusive
thoughts, plural.
thoughts, plural.
Tits.
With the yeah, tits or tit. I don't know. Tits. One tit's cool. Two tits are
Twits.
better.
Twits. Twit.
Twits does it. The Twits is it's a funny name,
I don't know if
but
anyone knows my what do you call it from last week? Did you read my description of the episode?
I did read your description. I was going to comment and send you a text and be like, man,
Oh
this
yeah.
is
You want everyone else
pretty
comment, but you
pretty
don't do
good.
it yourself.
Oh, I was going to not
I worked
comment
hard on
on
that.
the.
Hmm.
I read your description on Spotify. I didn't read it on. Did you put a description on YouTube?
Sure
My
did.
bad.
Rude.
Well, that's on me.
Hmm.
I feel bad.
Hmm.
But your
Rude,
description
Dad.
on
Very
Spotify,
rude.
your description on Spotify, like Geyer and Ober back for another episode. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry,
Huh.
wrong one.
Episode 5.
Final episode, and Geyer calls tits or maybe twits. Also, Ober tells all about his one time in Vegas. Yeah, so
Little description.
if you haven't checked out any of our previous episodes, they're all on the old YouTube. They're also on Spotify. If you listen to your podcast on Spotify,
Don't
you'll want to
pass
hit
go.
just don't pass go pod. We transitioned our name. We've moved into a different realm, and it seems to be working because a lot more people say they can find our podcasts a lot easier now on
Yeah.
YouTube and Spotify. So
We're not competing for that big name.
no, and so we have where our podcast now is Don't Pass Go, and please search us on YouTube and Spotify. We also are on the old Instagram at don't dot pass
Nope.
dot
Don't
screwed it
pass
up.
dot go.
Oh, okay. Sorry, screwed it
Don't
up.
pass dot go. I think you're
Go.
good.
On Instagram. That's
I got a whole one post on there.
Yeah. Well, it's a good one though. It's a good one. Hey, we're gonna be putting a poll up on that about the Oregon Trail. So
Oh, yeah.
please.
I'll get right on. I'll take a picture
Yeah,
right now.
I mean,
This will be the picture. Be like,
this is the Oregon Trail right here. Me in the background.
Don't pass go podcast. That'll be the post.
Yeah, see, there we go. So yeah, we have that going on. But anyways, back to tits.
Twits.
Tits. It has to be tits. Everybody loves a good tit.
Dude, you ain't lying.
I mean, I like Ron White says, I want to see them all. I don't care if they roll down to your knee. Let me see them. I'm in. Dump them out.
Give me some tits, dude.
Yeah. So tits, funny name, serious topics. This week we're going to talk a little bit in the about the debates that happened there Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you caught any of the debates. I did not catch them live. I caught clips on the old Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, now X.
Yeah.
And on other social media platforms. It seems like there's some bickering. I mean, they were talking about some issues though that we definitely, as a country, need to be talking about. And my question though, some of the things they were talking about are things that it's brought up literally in every debate, and they never talk like, oh yeah, we're not fix this, we're not fix that, and then they never do. But some of the stuff they brought up, a couple of questions seemed like, have you heard that song from Oliver Anthony yet? The Rich Men North of Richmond.
Yes, I've been not living under a rock.
Okay, well, I know that guy. Thank you for making me feel like a piece of shit. Okay, but that
love the
song,
but you don't want to introduce it to me, so yes.
Oh, okay, well, we'll have that.
Make you feel
I couldn't remember. Yeah, I made you feel even more. I forgot that I even played it for you. But no, so that song and some of the topics he was talking during in his lyrics and stuff, it seemed like it bled into a few of the questions that were asked, and it changed. It made them talk about the issues with a little bit more earnest. If I want to use that word, I guess. Better words.
A good point for that song, because that song came from a real dude that's not mainstream, just came from his heart, something that he wanted to talk about, that he's concerned about. And I think that it just, because it was spread like wildfire, maybe that's a bad talk. Anyway, but it spread across the United States like everyone heard of it. Like I said,
like a disease, almost like COVID.
Like COVID. So everyone heard it and everyone felt it, and I don't care if you're white, black, Republican, Democrat, freaking purple, fucking poor, rich, or like good money. You know what I mean? Everyone across the board agreed with that song, what he was saying, and it fell from the heart. And I think the politicians most of the ones that are on the stage, completely out of touch with real America. They're just talking heads, and they have no idea what real people like
if
yourself.
they haven't had to worry about
No,
paying bills for how long? Like they haven't had to worry
but
about, okay, well, the
completely
electric
out of
bill
touch.
just went up.
So
Electric bill just went up, $600.
yeah,
How are we supposed to, you know, not means that, Billy can't get back to school clothes because I got to pay these extra
I gotta keep my lights
utility
on.
bills.
Right.
I got to keep the lights on so Billy can do his homework. And it's like,
So
it's
I think
crazy. So,
it just brought up what real people have issues with. Like
yeah.
you and I, everyone across the board, we all agree with that. I don't care. But those people that are just talking heads on basically a TV screen, because that's the only place you see them. You don't see them out in the real world. They're
Yeah.
not in touch with real world. So they're just talking heads on a screen, and they're just completely out of touch. And I'd say that for most even musicians, because they'll sing about, they might bitch about the government or something like that in a song, but it's all coming from like they're not really the average American either. You know what I mean? Like they're larger than life. That most of the ones that go mainstream anyway, that everyone can hear, they're all above, more or less they're above us, I guess. They're not
And that's the
not Earth
thing.
like us.
That's the thing too. Like looking at that debate, those 8 people that debated on Wednesday night, uh, only maybe one or two did they, have they built anything on their own, let alone, like I can't remember the guy, but he's a tech guy. He's running. He had some really great
Go ahead,
points.
Zach.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zach. Go try that name.
I'm not even.
Go
I'm not
ahead,
trying.
bud.
I'm not
Go
trying to
ahead.
butcher no names. I'm
Try
not
that
trying to
name,
butcher
bud.
no names.
We don't know who you're
I
talking
can't
about,
even
but
say. I can't
yeah.
even speak simple 2 syllable freaking words at times. So, let alone a guy's name that I
Go ahead,
guarantee
Zach.
you I
I was
will
trying to avoid
not
it.
be able to
Please.
say.
We all know who you're talking about. We all know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. So
The dude's smart. The dude's smart as hell, I think.
yeah.
And
And
maybe
he's actually built like a few tech companies and
he made
he's
billions of dollars. He has made
yes.
billions. I mean,
And
he might not be a billionaire himself. I don't know, but like he has made companies billions of dollars.
yeah. Yeah. He knows what it takes. And he has that business aspect, but also knows enough uh on the other stuff, defense, world economics. He knows how to and he seems like a smart enough guy too, where he
Well,
doesn't know and avenue areas he doesn't know, he will
he
put
gets
people in position for
exactly.
that.
That's
And
exactly what I'm about to say.
I like him. I like him more on like I feel like he's a better Trump. Like he's Trump 2.0. Like Trump was a good business guy
Yeah.
and he put us in the right direction with a lot of stuff. I just feel like Trump's
He's just
got in
so
front in his own way. He just
yeah,
got in his
yeah.
own way, And I feel
If
like
he
this
could have just
guy's
laid
like
off
a
the Twitter,
2.0.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this
If Trump just
guy's
could have laid off the Twitter years ago, it just would have been so much better for. I mean, just would have said his message
exactly.
more discreetly, a little bit more presidential, a little bit more of a statesman. It would have been so
Yes.
nice.
Oh, it would have made a lot of headaches not have to be there,
Not
you
like,
know?
I got this red button right here. What's this do?
Yeah.
I was almost like, oh, I'm gonna hit it. A little bit less nuclear,
Well,
if you will.
the thing that really gets me is with that is like you're right. Like if you would just shut up, like how many like and then there's people that are just diehard Trump fans are like, oh, I
Yeah,
love that he speaks his mind and says whatever he wants to
that's
say. It's like, yeah, say whatever you want to say when you're a Joe Blow going to your plumber job. Like, don't be saying. Don't be. You're a president of the United
yeah.
States of America.
Who gives a fuck
Like
what
you're.
Heidi
Be a
Klum says?
statesman. Be presidential.
Yeah,
Be act educated a little bit, okay? Know when and when not
yeah,
to say some
yeah.
stuff. So
Like if
this
Heidi
cat,
Klum
this
says something about you, just like let it go. Who cares what Heidi
yeah,
Klum had to say about the
yeah,
president? Like no one
yeah,
gives a fuck. The only reason I heard about it is because you brought it up. I would never
yeah,
heard about it.
really. Yep, you're right. You're right about it. And so like this guy, he's got my interest.
Me
He's
too.
he's definitely piqued my interest. I was a DeSantis guy for a while, but he's kind of falling
He
back
has.
down.
He stuck his head
He
up too high too early, and he got beaten down a little bit.
yeah.
I think
And
a big ticket would be Trump and DeSantis on one ticket.
oh
Uh,
yeah.
I mean that's pretty crazy. whether Trump runs because of all these indictments, and I don't know. Maybe it's just
I
better if he
mean,
doesn't. Maybe it's better for the country if he doesn't.
well,
Maybe it just
you know he's
unifies.
not going to not run. You know he's just not going to run because he is and sadly, like you're saying, when we just mentioned he's in his head, he can't get out of his own way. He just can't. Like you're
Personally, I
getting
think it'd be better
indicted.
if he didn't.
Granted,
Yeah.
do I think a lot of these indictments
Fuck yeah.
are
Fuck
valid?
yeah.
No,
No.
they're not
No.
valid.
No, they're
So
not
they're
that.
not
No,
valid at all. They're not valid one bit. These indictments, a lot of them.
they're bullshit.
So
But
I at the same point, why don't you go take care of your business? And I get it. Like it's political too. I'm sure the Democrats are pushing this, so he has to
fuck
go
yeah.
take care of his business, and he can't
They don't want
focus
him
on
on the ticket.
campaigning.
They don't want him on the
No,
ticket.
for
No.
sure. They had.
Now,
I don't want to. I don't want to say they had to do some shady stuff for him to lose the last time. They know they can't do that again. But
they're gonna
so
try.
yeah, for sure. And that's I mean,
There's
that's my
COVID
take
commercials
on
up here. There's COVID commercials
oh,
up here. I'm
I
like,
know.
oh,
Dude, it's coming back, bro. It's coming back.
unbelievable. On
There's
the
a new
commercial,
strain.
it
There's
tries to say like two
two
new
new
strains.
strands coming out.
Oh,
Yeah, and they said these ones are killing kids and stuff. Like kids are really what's the word?
oh, so they
Accept
pick they
they're
acceptable.
acceptable. Yeah, thank you. They're very acceptable to the one strip, and they're getting sick and dying from it. And they're saying by winter we'll be back in lockdowns and stuff. They're projecting. Projecting. There's
Unbelievable.
schools down in the south that I saw starting to put the mask mandate back in, and
In the South,
they
that's
yeah.
odd.
Well, it was some liberal schools down that way, and my question is, just like we said through COVID, the masks don't work, right? And then they're like, oh, no, and then
It's
like
just
6 8 months ago, doctors came out and said, the mask didn't work. But now we're going to go through this thing again, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you got to put those masks back on that we just
it
said
doesn't
that
make
don't
any
work,
sense.
that you knew that didn't work,
It's
and
a no.
it's
Mask
just a merry-go-round.
the mask is a liberal's MAGA hat. That's what it is.
Oh,
It's a symbol to show that you're unified. It's a symbol to
that's
show
it.
that you're on that
I
team.
like it. I like it. That's you're right on with that. I mean, that's exactly it.
100% what
Are
it is.
you on our team or not?
You just want to show off and be like, yeah, I'm on this team.
Yeah,
But and then if you have the MAGA hat, you're like, I'm this team, and that's it. Like you can't tell me no different.
yeah. And realistically, you only see the loudmouths on both sides.
100%.
Like, and that's like back to the song. There's you know there's probably 80 to 100 million people in this country that are right down the middle. We can all
More
get
than that.
along.
No, I
We
bet it's more
all
than that. I bet there's 360 million people in this country. I'm gonna say 359 million of them are right down the line.
that's a little high. I'd say let's go 350. Let's go 350. Let's say there's 5 mil on both sides
All right.
that are
Okay.
just out there.
Okay.
There we can't
But
even touch or
it's
fathom
a
how they think and live daily.
it's a
But
five. Well, there's 5 million or 500,000. Either way, they're the loudest people and they're so out of touch with what real America is. It's
oh
crazy.
yeah, it
It's
is
insane.
crazy.
And they're all in pockets of like certain areas. It's like they just look at their neighbors
It's
and their neighbors are all into it, so that's what they're into. And it's like it,
and a lot of it has to do with like and this goes both ways with the media too. Like they only show that pocket of
yep, yep.
of this group, and then this station over here only shows the pocket of this
Yeah.
group and what they're
Well,
beating their chest
if
about
you're
that day.
if you're a liberal station, you're going to show the worst of the
Yeah,
Republicans.
yeah,
If you're like Fox News, because that's the only one, you're going to show the worst of the liberals. And all you're doing
yeah,
is trying to fire people up because getting fired people up makes people tune in and get your ads up. That's it. That's all it
yeah.
is. Fox News,
Yep,
CNN, MSNBC, their main goal is to make revenue. That's it. They're a
yep,
corporation. And the more pissed off you are, the more you tuned in, the more they can charge for ads. So that puts
Hmm.
money in their pocket. It's not
More,
about what's right or wrong, or it's
the
just
more my pillows and other stuff you
yeah,
can force down
right.
people's throats.
That's it.
Yeah,
I have
it's
yeah,
crazy and it's sad. It's really sad. All I want is somebody, uh, my politicians to start just showing up for me. And I sent you a clip on this. I know tits. It's all political today. All right, tits. It's going all over the place. Not just the debates. We're just going down the political alley and being pissed off about the whole system. All right, so I know we're a little bit off topic. I apologize, but tits is all over the place, guys. So bear with us. Intrusive thoughts taking us through, weaving us through the maze
that
of
is
this.
literally our that's
That's our
intrusive
mo. That's our
thoughts.
show. That's all we
Yeah.
want. So, but yeah, so we sent you that clip though, and how Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, is like, hey, I know how to fix this.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a politician and you pass a law and doesn't help the GDP get below 3%, you're out.
See,
It's all about accountability. And they'll never do that. They'll
well,
never pass something
accountability
like
is
that. They'll never pass anything for term limits for Congress either.
no.
I feel like if you can't do it within 12 years in Congress, then you need to go. Like
Yeah.
you should only get 12 years tops.
That's it.
Bye. See ya. What else? You should not be a career politician. It's not
No.
meant to be a job. Our founding
It's supposed to be a
fathers,
service. It's a
yeah,
service.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
you're doing a service. It's like the military.
yeah.
You're doing a service to me, you and me, like a
Yep.
service.
And the
Somehow
thing
people
is,
forget that.
you getting voted in, and you go in, and you're there for 12 years, let's say, and you're done nationally. You can't go, back to Washington D.C., but you still want to be a serviceman, and you still want to help your community on the local level. Go home. Go become your local rep.
Yeah.
Go become the mayor of the town you're living in or the city you're living in, or go
Whatever.
work on the council, or do something else if
Yeah.
that's what you're truly in there
I'm
for,
telling you
because
what.
you want to better
That's
your communities.
that's a great point
Go do
because
them.
people local is really the people that's people you can affect the most. When you're trying
Yeah.
to run on 360 million people, it's chaos. But if you can really strongly affect 50,000,
Yep.
and you know what I mean.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
good point. You know how to play the game at that point, which at that point the game's so dirty. Once it gets to the top, maybe you don't want something like that because that would yeah. After second guess that,
Um,
like after seeing the game, but
I
if
don't think so. I think you
if you
get
had
back to the local
accountability,
level. I
yeah,
think you get back to the local level. They don't have the balls to do that
that's a good point.
because
You actually see it. You can see
living,
the effects of your
yeah,
decisions.
and living in a like we live in a small town, but let's say even in Pittsburgh, it's a smaller city. But if
Yeah,
somebody like let's say somebody come back to Pittsburgh and start trying to do the things they do, the shadiness they do, DC, there's just too many people in the city alone that would be like, shut it down.
right.
They're done. We'll just end
You
them.
can't cover behind deep state in the city.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. I don't think you can. Washington D.C. has so many walls. It has like a just like an aura around
Yeah,
it to where
right.
the common person
Like the
can never
Simpsons episode,
penetrate that.
right?
Yeah, they will never be able to penetrate it. But like yeah, like yes, like this the episode, like uh that it has so many safety walls and firewalls set up to where you'll never be able to know all the interwebs and how the inner workings of what's going on in there. But you come back to the local level or the state level. I mean, the
Doesn't have
state
those
level
walls.
probably still has
Yeah,
some walls.
but not
But you go like mayor of a city or county commissioner or something like that. Yeah, you can try to be shady, but like too many people talk. I mean, gossip's
yeah.
way too. People find out about your stuff.
Speaking of
You
marriage,
know,
remember when we drank with Bill Peduto? That was fun.
yeah, We did. Ex mayor of the city of Pittsburgh. We were sitting. Now I gave up, or was it you? Somebody, one of us in our group gave up our seat so we could sit there.
Yeah, it was
We had
me.
to move. We moved down. We moved down a couple.
Oh yeah.
I think it was me. I think it was me
All right.
because I think
You might have
someone
been on that
personally
side.
said
It was right here
yeah,
on me. I know
I
that. But like,
yeah, I think somebody said personally they would not move for him in the group. I'm not saying it was you, but somebody in our group that day was like, "I'm not moving for him." I was like, "I'll move."
right.
So, I don't think it wasn't you. It was somebody else. But
We
uh,
won't mention
yeah,
names.
we did. Mayor Pizzuto. Maybe we can ask him to come on. He seems like an upstanding citizen.
Yeah, I like his beard
We
now.
yeah, we're not in the same views politically, but I mean, we could have some questions, see what happens.
I'm fine with anyone
I'll
with
shoot him an
opposite.
email, see what happens.
Right. I'm
Huh?
good with anyone having opposite political views, but as long as you're
Yeah,
civil about it, if you're gonna make a good point and have a talk conversation, not yell at me or fucking
yeah.
you just want to have a conversation. I'm all for that.
Maybe he could be our first candidate for 3 questions with a stranger.
What would you ask him first?
First question: do you use beard oil?
You're completely off topic of some shit that nobody ever wants to
just
hear. It would be
just
perfect.
take his wall down, make him feel comfortable, and then hit him hard with the second question. You know what I
Second
mean?
question:
Uh,
Did you steal money? Did you steal money to build PNC Park or
yeah,
build Heinz?
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if he was the mayor in that, but I heard
He
that.
wasn't the mayor then. He wasn't the mayor. That was Ravenstall or whatever his
Yeah,
name
yeah,
was.
yeah. Luke Ravenstall. Yeah,
Yeah, that dude was shady.
yeah.
I think he was sleeping like with like 50 people. They said
Hell yeah.
behind his wife's back.
I mean, what's the point of being a politician if you
Yeah.
can't fucking do that, right? What's the point?
What is the point? So, anyway, so that was our segment of
Before we get
tits.
off that, I do have
Uh,
one. I do have
oh,
one
sorry.
because this time I want to stay out to the web before someone else takes credit for it. I want to say it on my terms, or want to say it before someone else does. With the whole COVID thing coming back and shit, right? Talking about the vax and all that shit. Here we go. I'm gonna vax talk it. So there's a lot of people across this country.
We're getting shut down.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This
There's a
is
lot.
not. First, we got to put the disclaimer out there. We are not doctors. We are not. We are not. This is just
Here's
a
my newest
one
conspiracy theory that
our
I thought of.
opinion,
I'm
our
just saying
podcast opinion.
this is my conspiracy theory that hasn't nothing's happened yet because of it. I have no evidence to say this is true, but just a concern that I have that going forward in the future I could see. Gotcha, bitch. You know, I could just see this. So people complied to all the regulations, got the vax, got the boosters, got this, got that. And so they have something in their body, right? There is something mRNA, long term kind of vaccine that is in their body,
Yeah.
correct? Now, there's other people on the other side of the script that did not get that. Who's to say if they engineer some new kind of disease, COVID, be it, or whatever the fuck they want to, whatever it may be. Now, everyone else that complied is now vaccinated to that. Now, this next one, the people that didn't comply, the people that didn't get the vax, that didn't have symptoms or weren't susceptible to COVID, right now they got the vax, but now they released something else that is 100% deadly to anyone that did not get it. And now
Well,
that really takes care of all the people that disagreed with you and really takes away pretty much one side of a political
well,
standard. I'm just throwing it
what
out there
they're
that is that a far reach or does that make sense?
no, but they're actually saying the people that have been vaccinated and got the boosters and stuff, or have showing a harder time coping with it once they catch it.
Oh yeah, that
So
well see my concern isn't COVID, it's something else that's going to be engineered to
yeah,
like
yeah,
so these people have something. It might not protect them against COVID. It probably from what it sounds like makes their bodies more irritable to COVID. But
yeah,
maybe it's
yeah.
resistant against something else. Maybe it's resistant to
Well,
something else that gets released, and then goes under the guise of COVID, and it's like, oh, told you should have got this vax, kind of thing. And then, but if it wipes out half the half the
Well,
country because
yeah,
they
I
disagree with
think
it. I mean, there's
I think
something in people's bodies. There's something in people's bodies that's not in other
there's lots
people's
of things in
bodies.
people.
What I'm saying,
Well,
you get what I'm getting,
I
right?
agree. I get you. I feel like you're trying. Yeah, like they're just they want to make sure that they scare you again enough to where the people that weren't vaccinated now so many die, and then they're like they basically everybody goes get vaccinated, and they
Well,
have
it's
that
not
in
about
them.
getting vax. Maybe you just wipe out half the population. Maybe you just wipe out all those
Well,
people.
I don't think I think the way they're doing it, the way they're not doing it. Disclaimer:
Mhm.
this is just conspiracy. We're not
Yeah.
conspiracy. This is just people's thoughts, not
Yes.
conspiracy. People's thoughts. I think the way they would do this, if they were going to do this, would be they would go after the youth and make you and have the youth get sick and maybe hopefully, but if they would pass away, then that would scare everybody, and they'd be like and pin both sides against one another, saying you guys didn't get vax, so now look at the youth. The youth are dying because of this, blah blah blah, and it would
Which makes
have
no
two
sense because
points. It would have 2 points because yeah, because then they would have both sides fighting,
mm,
and
goal number
they
one for
would
sure.
the youth would be the goal number one, and two, they want population control. They want to kill off the population. So if they're killing off let's say they kill off a third of the next generation coming
Well,
up,
I don't think it's
boom,
just
right
killing
there.
off a third. There's a very specific. I mean, I mean, all right. There's right wing and left wing, right? There's a lot of people on the right
Yeah,
wing that didn't get vaccinated. There's a lot of people on the left wing that got vaccinated, right? So, say you release something on
yeah,
the public, and this group, because they had a vax, I'm not talking it's COVID or what, but they have something in their body. They have whatever the fuck
yeah,
it is. If they release something and these people are protected because they have something laying dormant in their body, and you release something else, and these people don't have that, right? The people on the right don't have that.
yeah.
So you can just wipe them out, and you can call it the guise of COVID or not. But and then they all pass away and be like, "Oh, I told you so." And then now you have all the same thinking people. Now
I
you have
get it.
all
I
the
get it.
same thinking people, like the people
Well,
that complied,
yeah,
the people that the government would want, the people that
yeah.
complied, people that said yes to everything. Now you have all the sheep, if you will.
And my answer to that is so be it. You know what? If that's the
Yeah,
world that they want, and I don't know if I want to be in that world. So if I die, I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated. I'll be.
yeah, man.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't talk about it. I'm not like preaching like that
No, no,
everybody
no,
shouldn't get
no, no,
vaccinated.
no,
That's
no,
just
no,
my
no.
opinion. I didn't
Yeah,
want to do it, and that's I live in this country and gratefully, and I feel like that should be everyone's opinion. If you want them to get it, get it. If you don't,
yeah.
don't. Don't force it down my throat. Don't do anything like that. I don't force my views down anyone's throat that doesn't want to, hear about it. So if that's the way that they go about it, and I die because I didn't get vaccinated, then I die because I don't want to live in a world where we're just all manipulated and or pawns that they pull the strings the whole time. That's just not the
Bunch of
world I
puppets.
want to. Yeah, yeah, puppets. I don't want to be. I don't want to be that. So
No.
if that's the way they go, um, and that's how they take over the world, cool. You guys just took over the world for nothing because basically there's not to be any enjoyment. You guys already have control of the world. I
Yeah.
mean, there's maybe 1,000, 2,000 people that basically run this whole world.
That's my future conspiracy theory. I'm not saying that that's
Yeah,
happening. It's obviously not happening as of now. There's not
yeah,
people that are unvaxxed that are just get wiped out or anything like that.
yeah.
But I'm just saying these
No,
people have
I
something,
could.
and I see an opportunity for people in power
I
to
could. Well,
take
yeah.
advantage of that.
There's enough people that there's enough greedy, scummish people in the world that would try to take advantage of that and
Yeah.
try to do something like that. And I just don't. I don't think that me personally, I could live in a world like that. Even if I would survive,
You would just know. You
like
would just know that it's like the
yeah,
whole world is a guise. It's a whole like
yeah.
you're just
It's just not. It's not a world that you like.
no.
You're not really living then. You're back into basically communist dictatorship
Yeah.
control. Yeah, you have the freedom to go wherever you want to go, but
My maid came in.
oh, hi. hi, maid.
Yeah.
She could be our new mascot for a little while. Hi.
Stew. She can be our stew.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got a person that wants to be our stew.
Oh, really?
Volunteer. Um, doesn't have very
Voluntold
much
or
tech.
volunteer?
Volunteered. Voluntold. Did I say voluntold?
No,
I
I
might have.
say voluntold because when you're,
Oh,
that's why I say like, oh yeah, I volunteer to stay. No, you're
oh yeah,
voluntold.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Gotcha,
then,
gotcha. No, it's my sister Emily. She said she'd do our research for us off
yeah.
screen for us. Yeah, yeah. So she said she, if she needs it.
Uh,
So I said, well, whenever we get back home and have a home game again, I'll get a hold of her and see if she can come be our researcher.
yeah, she has a
But
background
yeah,
in journalism, so she would be great.
yeah, she does. She does. So but yeah, so that's our episode or segment of tits.
Tits.
Second segment, funny name, serious topics.
I
If
like that.
you
Funny name,
liked what we
serious topic.
talked
That's a
about,
great tagline for it.
if you have any of your own comments or concerns or beliefs on anything we talked about from the debate, politics, where our country stands at this time, do you think that we're more the majority is more like this, even though it doesn't, be
Doesn't seem like it.
broadcast that way. If you would watch anything on TV, it would look like we're miles apart.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
tree to
say
this tree.
90% of
But really,
people are
I think we're
we're
I
on the
think
same. We're all
we're
getting at the same.
75 to 80 at
I
least
think
like
we're all
this.
pissed off exactly at the
And
same points.
I
It's just
think
being
that
yeah,
song that we talked about,
yeah, yeah. I
I
think
think
you're
the
right in
song
that.
definitely showed more of that.
Yeah, and they don't like that.
So,
They don't
but
like that.
yeah,
They
so
don't want us to
and
think
we
we're on the
talked a
same.
little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no, they definitely don't want to think of that.
No.
And yeah, so and we talked a little bit of COVID. So if you guys have your own thoughts, opinions, beliefs, want to leave a comment, want to send a nasty email to one of us, I won't give you our email, so you can't send it to us. But
In
if you
a previous freaking
yeah,
episode, you
if you
gave
do
out
your
my email.
homework, you would find our emails. Uh, so if you, but with all seriousness, that's just our takes. Two guys, intrusive thoughts, opinions, beliefs, ideas that we have on some of the political status of our country right now, and we just wanted to, we like we said, we're trying to make it a point in our episodes now to have at least one serious conversation about something just to try to bring awareness uh, to the thought and see where we're at, because we don't
Do
talk about this
you
stuff a
think it's
lot
more?
off screen.
I honestly like the serious topic. I think it's more for myself because I like to put it out the words. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah,
better
yeah,
if express my opinion to
yeah,
someone.
yeah,
I think it's more for me,
yeah.
for you people. But like
No, I
you guys
like
are,
it. I
like
like
I
it
say, if
too.
you're coming here for news, you're probably
I
in the
like to.
wrong spot. I'm gonna keep doing like this
Yeah,
because I really
yeah,
need
for sure. Yeah, we are not we're not the newscasters that you
but
would
I feel
want to
better
hear
after saying my two
or
cents.
see.
So,
Yeah, good. And we want to be a safe place for anybody that wants to talk about what they believe or what they think. And even if it's completely different, 180 from what we think, you're back here over here by this mountain. That's where your beliefs are, and we're here where I'm at. Can you see that
yes,
mountain back here?
we can
Yeah,
all see
cool.
it.
All right. But even if you're like a 180 from what we're believing and what we're talking about, uh,
We're welcome to have a conversation.
both Ober and I are welcome to have a conversation. Like if you want to, do a mashup of or a mashup video or sit down and have a real conversation, uh, please get in touch with us because I'm always open to different thoughts and opinions on things.
Exactly.
I'm not a closed minded guy by any means.
Nope.
Pretty persuaded, especially if you throw alcohol or food out there. I'll be like, yeah, I'll believe whatever you say, man. If you're giving me tacos and a beer, cool.
Them chicken wings look good, man.
Yeah, yeah. Those chicken wings. Yeah. So if you're like, hey, we're not a we don't believe anything you say, but we'll give you tacos. Okay, I'm there. Whatever. Yeah. For that time being, I'll be persuaded for tacos.
Right.
My morals. I
We'll
do
vote
have
for tacos.
morals, but
We'll
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
vote
vote for
for
tacos.
that's fucked up.
That if a
That's
candidate would
bribery.
come out with that slogan, I mean, it's hard not to support somebody like that, right?
Tacos for votes.
Tacos
I
for votes.
I don't think you can do that. I think that's illegal. I think that
Uh,
would be bribery.
well, they're free tacos though.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
If you would put a taco like 100 tacos on a table and just say, "Hey, just so happens this table sponsored by so and so."
And if you show me your fucking voting card, and
No, you just don't say. You can't say
you
that.
get
Just put
that's
a table
bribery.
out. Yeah, that's bribery. But you just put a table out of 100 tacos and say, "Hey, this was, so and so is so grateful that you came and voted today." Just put that little nugget in their brain and say, "Yeah, so and so is so grateful for you to vote today. They gave you a taco right before you go in." I'll be
I think
like,
I think we just
"So and so is a
just
nice guy. I
I
think
feel
I'm
like we
going to vote
just
for him."
with what we just said. I think we just discredited everything we said that's anything serious because that sounds ridiculous. If anyone actually thinks that we would be bribed by tacos, I feel like everything that we stand for is completely out the window. Because I
I
feel
don't
like
think
there's
so.
people out there that can actually be bribed by tacos. I think it's real,
Well, that's sad.
and I think a lot of people are being bribed by tacos in a
I mean,
metaphorical way. In a metaphorical way,
oh, yeah, in a metaphorical way, for sure. They're definitely getting bribed.
they don't
But
even know.
seriously though, no, no. I mean, there's a lot of people sadly real naive to things like that. So, but
Mhm.
it is what it is. So, anywho,
Why
yeah,
do
that's
I
tits.
look so red? Something.
Well, I thought maybe it's the alcohol coming out of your pores, bro.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. Who
Maybe I'm a
knows?
little
Who
hungover,
knows?
but
No, you are
I
hungover.
mean,
You're not
a
hungover.
little bit, yeah. But like,
But,
I look so red.
so, but it's raining up there today. It's somewhat sunny, cloudy here today, and then we're supposed to get, it's supposed to be muggy as hell, so we have chances of thunderstorms at times.
I gotta go get my
But
hair
you
cut.
got you gotta get your hair cut.
Hmm.
All of them or just one?
Just one.
Just one.
I gotta take these white things out of my beard.
Those gray. Those gray.
Yeah.
That's called gray, bro. You got some. I got lots. Lots. You can't see it because my camera sucks, but I got lots in there.
That
Um,
was the creepiest voice I
uh,
think I've ever heard come out of your face. I
out of
got
this
lots.
out of
I
this
got
hole.
lots of
I
gray.
got lots. That was my best. What was the old
Sounds like
the
Corky
scary little
Romano.
thing? No, what was the
Oh,
scary
that's
thing
what it
from
was.
Lord of the Rings?
Schmiegel.
Smeagol, yeah.
Little Schmiegel voice.
Smeagol, I got lots. Where's the ring at? Where's the ring? I don't. That's the best I got. Sorry,
Yeah, no. We should,
way off. I know I'm
yeah,
way off.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So, but you got plans for the weekend? Anything?
Might hit
Anything
the
fun and
city.
up and coming?
I'm not far from the city of New York, so I head down there. We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, you were talking about in the last episode, maybe doing a possible helicopter, the
Yeah,
helo ride
I would
around the
like to do
city.
that.
That would be fun.
I'm not gonna do it on a
That would
weekend
be
though.
fun.
There's too much chaos on a weekend. I would have to do that during a week. So like with it being Clyde today, I don't think it's a great day. But maybe next Friday might be the day.
There you go. Yeah.
Might be the day. But it being if I want to do a sunset or like evening, so Friday evening probably not
Oh,
great either.
always a romantic, this guy. Always
Yeah,
a romantic.
yeah.
Big romantic guy.
But I
Loves
think
reading romantic novels. If you girls didn't know.
yeah, big in the fucking word porn, I guess. Or that's what they are.
I don't think it's called that.
Yeah, they
That's not
are.
the section in the that's not the section in the library those were at.
Those are word porn. That's what that is. Romantic novels.
Who knows? Who knows?
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's so trip to the old big old city maybe on
Yeah.
the possibility for the weekend to come.
What's going on back home? Anything else?
Hopefully
Anything fun?
some stories. Your mouth just moved, but no words came.
No words came out. Is anything going on back home?
Nope, don't hear anything. Can't hear a thing.
Nothing.
What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Are you talking to me?
Can you hear me?
I
Just
can hear you now. I can
really?
hear you.
That was weird.
Can you
All
hear
right.
me? Nope,
I
can't
can
hear you.
hear. I can always hear you.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Is it you or me?
Well, I
Wheels
don't
are
know.
falling off.
I got a
Wheels are
song playing now.
wheels are. Your
What is
headphones
going
died.
on?
Your headphones died. You're dead. Dead.
No, I can hear you. I can hear
You can
you.
hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay, you're making shit up.
I got our entry song playing in the background on the computer. It's gonna have
Let me
hell
just
in a
let me just
handbasket.
ask you so we can wrap this up. Is anything going on back home that we should talk about?
This this weekend, no, we got not off the top of my head that I could think of. What's this weekend?
It's tomorrow or today.
No, but
Tonight.
next weekend. Yeah, today's the 20 tomorrow 25th. Tomorrow's what,
It's
26,
Friday.
27. Nah. Yeah, today's Friday. Nothing crazy going on this weekend that I can think of. Probably some live entertainment at one of the local establishments that I'll probably hit up. But yeah, try to get some stories for next week. Maybe, see somebody if they can talk somebody into doing something stupid. But always I'm always up for a good time and trying to make a story, a life memory, as I like to call them.
Gotcha.
But I no, just kind of low key this weekend because next weekend is uh is Labor Day, and that's going to be a huge river weekend here in Contanning, Western PA. We live along the Allegheny River
I'll be
back
stuck
home,
up here
so
in this beautiful place for the Labor Day. I'm 1,000%
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Well, maybe any cool breweries or distilleries around you up those
Dude,
ways you know about.
I've literally worked and left the hotel twice since I've been here.
I didn't know
I
if you did any research on the old phone while sitting in that beautiful unmade bed back there.
people are super pretentious around here. It's like it's not. I don't know. People
Yeah,
do. Like I like them, but
yeah,
it's not comfortable. It's not it's a weird
yeah.
vibe. I
It
know
is a weird vibe, especially for like you. I know you, and I'm this way as well. Like
this area is beautiful, but
we're just kind of like blue collar. Like let's figure it out, have a good time. Don't take yourself too seriously.
these people live
Uh,
too close to the city.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. I mean,
That's
I know
sad.
we're an
That's
hour
sad.
away, but like it's the vibes just off. I like the people up here. Don't get me wrong. The way they talk to each other is fucking hilarious. You would think that they're gonna kill each other 1,000% of the time. It's hilarious. It's awesome. You
You
think
don't
like
have to
that?
hold back, is what you're saying. You just say what you
No,
feel,
no,
huh?
exact 1,000%. Yeah, people send back food like it's nothing, like all the time. Like they order food and it's not up to their standard, they will send it back, no questions asked. But this is funny.
That's how you get spit in your food right there.
Dude,
Like
but not up here. It's so normal. It's so like
uh
that's part of your day. Like you just anything you're thinking. People aren't polite. Put it that way.
yeah.
Not polite.
Just be human. Just be human. That's all I ask, from anybody in this
I mean,
world, but let
it
alone
could be
like
either way. I mean, you could put it like, hey, no one gonna lie to you. If what you're saying shit, they're gonna call you out on it. But they ain't gonna sugarcoat it. But yeah, they're not gonna give a fuck about your feelings. Put it that way.
I'm not saying give a fuck about my not sugarcoating or telling the truth. Like I'll take the truth. At the same point, uh somebody cooks your burger and it's a little overdone, just
Oh
eat
no,
it.
not up here. Nope, not up here.
Just freaking eat it. You know
Rare.
how I like my steaks. You know how
Yeah,
I like my steaks. I
yeah,
like them freaking rare.
yeah. These
Just a little
people
warm
like
on the outside.
these people have great food and they know what good food is, and they
It,
do not accept anything less than what they like it or how they like it. And you know what? And the restaurants know that, and you can't have shit here for food. You can't have a shitty restaurant. So the food around here is excellent everywhere you go because you can't have shit. You don't survive.
well,
It,
that's nice to have
it,
for a fat
it's
kid. That's like
eh,
a place where for me to eat.
dude. I'm telling you,
You know,
the lunch meat up here is unreal. It's
the
boar's head
lunch meat.
chicken everywhere you go.
Oh, I
You
love your
can't get
boar's
it.
head.
You can't get anything but boar's head, and it's
I
freaking
think the only
excellent.
place you can get boar's head back home here is Shop and Save. The
Yeah,
old Shop and Save. Shout out Shop and Save. Not an
it,
ad. That's just a shout out.
it's a standard here, and the food is unbelievable, and they know that. And if it's not
Yeah.
up to par, they send it back like
No,
it's
I didn't think twice about it.
no, no,
That's
no.
that's rough for me. I've worked in the service industry since high
Yeah,
school. I was,
you can't take it to heart.
started
It's just
yeah,
normal here.
you can't take it to heart, but it is frustrating. That would be frustrating as a business owner, as a
Yeah,
restaurant owner, knowing that you have that possibility to happen every single time you send food out. It's like, listen, this is how I make my food. This is how I make my food, so you gotta take it as it is. That's why I'd probably just have like a pizza shop and it's like, hey,
Yeah,
get it how you
no,
get it,
you can't have shit pizza up here. You ain't not gonna survive a shit
Well,
pizza up here.
true. And I think I would have good pizza. I think I would have good pizza, but
Hopefully.
uh I would try.
Hey,
But
brother,
anywho,
we are burning the midnight hour, brother. We gotta get
we
the fuck
are.
out of here.
Yeah. So this is what, episode 6 already.
6.
I feel like we're becoming professional podcasters. First away game, did okay. I was in the forest. You were in a hotel room. Um, but yeah, we're getting there. We're becoming pros. And all our listeners and viewers, please follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Spotify, hit the
Spotify. Yep.
notifications up on all the platforms. So whenever we drop a episode, you guys will be the first to know. And yeah,
Don't pass
it was
go.
nice.
Don't pass go.
Don't pass go. Do not pass go. Hey, hopefully we got some like t-shirts and merch by episode 15 too. Now that
It's in
we
the
got a
works.
solid name
I need
coming.
you to send me your prototype for that logo because I got a guy here that I'm gonna send it to. Like, send it as a file. Here.
Okay.
Send it
I
to me
can
as a
do
file because
that.
I got a guy. I got a
You
guy that
got a
needs a
guy.
guy.
I got a guy. I got a guy. I always wanted to have a guy. I never had a guy.
I have a one.
You have
Guy.
a guy. Sweet. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Big logo
I'm
guy.
big logo guy. Sweet. That's perfect because that's what we're looking for. But yeah, so please like our show and subscribe and hit that bell and notification so that you'll be the first to know when we drop all this great talk.
Content.
I mean,
Content.
ravishing talk that we've had over the last hour. I think we've started. So
Horrible.
it's nice. It's nice. But the first away game wasn't bad. I mean, I don't think we outpunted our coverage by any means. Um, so we're good to go. It's right up there,
I guess we'll find
It's
out.
right up. Yeah. But it was nice seeing your beautiful face.
Red
It's
face.
been, the beautiful red face. And we'll try to do this again next Friday. This episode will be dropping shortly in the upcoming few days. I'm not saying, I'm not giving you a day because I don't want to know.
Thanks for the pressure, Zach. But
I don't want to give you a false hope out there, folks. But we are going to start trying to have like a set day, set time
Monday
where
is
we
the
can
goal.
drop these.
We'll see.
Yeah, when I start trying to do them on Mondays, and we'll have them at a set time every week, so that way you guys can have this treat and know it's coming. I'll wake up Monday morning. Don't Pass Go podcast drops today. How about it? But yeah, good seeing you, buddy. Let's wrap this up. Let's figure out a way for me to play music without me screwing it up. And here we go.
I'll put it in post. I'll put it in post production.
Hold up.
You're doing great. I'm just gonna stop recording and then. Oh, you got a.
Hey, got it. All right, see you guys. Peace out. Episode 6.
Toodaloo.
Toodles.